Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a concept number 5. It's a tier 10 British medium tank. It's located on the south spawn of Hinterland, and it's under the command of the Bassman from Hell of Reborn. And yes, he's riding again. Game on. Well, this was the tier 10 British wheeled vehicle, because technically it is a wheeled vehicle, and it's only a 25-ton one, but it does have a big punch. 110 caliber minimum gun with, it's got 430 alpha, and it can penetrate through 260 millimeters of armor with a reasonable shell velocity. Now, he is basically a light tank, but medium size. Yes, it is a medium, and so it's actually quite big on its health, 1800. A little more than the the EBR-105s, but it's not quite as fast as them. This thing will do a maximum of 65 kilometers now, and so all he needs to do for the moment is spot the enemy and tell his teammates where they are. He's just sitting here for the moment, waiting for sight of something he can pass on. CS63 spotted, and that griller pulled back very quickly. In fact, we've got several grillers in the frame. Now, if he did move forward right now, that CS63 would try to have him for lunch. And of course, he's got other guys behind him, even though he's a heavy tank. So it wouldn't be a good idea to sprint forward right into the jaws of the enemy and then be out the game that quick. It's better off actually sitting back just for the moment and watching what goes on. You don't want to be out of the game in the first few minutes of it. The Strip, well, he's moving up because he has actually got a very good defensive weapon. The fact that he has got very good angled armor, and of course a 105mm gun. You can see that the 60 TP has taken some pretty big knocks from the enemy. Oh, and there's a cram barn, but I think he's over the ridgeline. So we are going into action now. You can see the Arty is focusing on this general area. Only 3 crew, commander, gunner, and a driver. So a bit of multitasking. Standard reload is 11.45 seconds. He's got 10.44, and I think if he crosses that ridgeline anymore, he will see the enemy. But I think he's creeping up just to get as close as he can. And yeah, he did get spotted, so he has to pull back, because he could be on the receiving end of a guerrilla round if he's not careful. And that CS63, he's only a short distance away. Again, knocking down a bit of wood to give him a bit of something to work with. You saw that Striv, he was very badly wounded, and we have lost the cram barn on our team. So again, these guys rushed in, and now they're out the game. It doesn't pay to actually die early in the game. It actually pays to stay alive as long as possible and be at the end of the game. Okay, that worked. 403 off a Leopard 1. That's a high roll. Yeah, he did get in front of the griller, but I don't think you'll worry about that. Griller's a little far forward. The 60 TP you'd expect, but the griller, well, he should be at the back. This is a grand battle, so it's 30 versus 30 normally. He's using the scenery for cover. The Leopard keeps pulling forward and then pulling back, because obviously he realizes the danger. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows that there's a serious number of guys just the other side of the ridgeline. Lots of tanks in the town, though. Once we do get liberated and able to run around the battlefield, we can see somebody up ahead. Not that tree down. That may have been the Leopard. He'll be able to get into the rear and find out where the enemy Arty are. We're doing very well on the other side of the battlefield. They pushed through and they're getting to the back of the map. We're getting held up by this leopard. He's not the only one there. There is a Progetto, or was spotted. That CS63 is still there. He's waiting for the opportunity to put a round in the leopard. Oh, TVP. Puts one into him, and they use the bush mechanic. Oh, well, he didn't. It was too close. And we can see the enemy Arty firing back, so they must be somewhere around grid square A5 or... Oh, well, there was one of them. B1. He just got wiped out. That was a DBV 152 getting the kill on the batch at 155.58. That leopard still being a nuisance, but that's what he's supposed to do. Okay, obviously he's still got that TVP behind him, backing him up. He might get him this time. And he's got a friend. 2 leopards. You can see, just crossed it. Now he can do it. Lovely shot. Beautiful. Nicely timed. He could see it. Poked too far. And he exposed the top of his turret. And the turret on the leopard is fairly weak if you hit it at the right angle with the right gun. Remember, the leopard's not supposed to be hit by the enemy. It's supposed to get the first shot on the enemy. And he's got this one too. Oh, well, he got a pen. 411, but he's still got plenty of hit points. Not for long, though. He's going to go down soon. We're reloading, and we should be able to go in again. And I think he's ready. He wasn't spotted that time, so it's possible they didn't know that he was here. And, of course, he felt the shells from the other enemy, or the other teammates, just afterwards. So he wasn't too worried about us. He was more worried about what our teammates were doing to him. Okay, that's about as far as we dare go for the moment. Still got plenty of hit points because, of course, we haven't been touched yet. Oh, the leopard just got whacked by the Arty. And, of course, Bassman, being an Arty himself, or Arty player, he knows that when that happens, the guy's at a disadvantage. And, in fact, he's gone down. But that doesn't mean the TVP hasn't gone. He's still there. But now might be the moment to outflank him by going around him. Yeah, he wants support from one of his teammates in the town. We've got a Hesh bomb there, an Object 268 version 4. And we've got plenty of teammates just behind us as well. In fact, they're now going down. So now's the time to move. Take advantage of the gap. They would have been firing. Trying to use this wheeled vehicle to move. He's outflanking, coming up on the TVP, who's just around the corner. Any second now. Jaeger, we didn't expect that, but we've got him. And look at the fire that's coming in. Oh, it's fantastic. That was great fire there. He did have the support, and they all fired in at the same moment. We've got the Progetto. The TVP moved over. He actually went over, trying to plug the gap in a field. Now we've got the DBV. That's a high roll, just. And now the fire's coming in from the Arty. The Progetto's a one-shot. The Gorilla's not. That's going to be a problem. We want to watch out that we don't get hit by that TVP. Progetto's fairly close. We've marked him. Oh, we want the Gorilla 15. Nice shot. Got the kill. He's now got the communications expert, and he's also got this one, the coordination. Not many enemies left now. TVP's gone. He is spotted. The Leopard might try. He puts one in. Oh, he didn't get the kill, but somebody else did as a result of his shot. Ooh, and we took one from the DBV there. So that was expensive. We lost 787, but we found the other DVP. Put one in him. He got one in us. Unfortunately, we didn't get support there. But now we do have to pull back a little bit. The FV4005 got a shot. And now, yes, took the bat shot, but he didn't get the kill. But he did get a lot of hit points. And there's only 3 enemies left according to the log. But, well, it says 27. Should be another 3 to kill. This is one of them. Oh, we got it! DBV goes down now as well. There's a GWE100 and an FV4005. And they're just around the corner. If we get too close, we'll get proximity spotted. And there's the Heshbon. He's loaded. He's waiting for us, but he's only 64 hit points. Arty's firing in. The Arty gets him. Now it's the GW. And he's blasted out of existence by the Gorilla 15. And, yep, Bassman wins. Being alive at the end of that battle was mainly down to the fact that the Bassman from Hell was cautious. He is a light tank player as well as an Arty player, and he knew that that was the moment to hold back, because if he had moved forward, he probably would have walked straight into a killing zone and been wiped out. He did take 2 hits from DBV152s, and yeah, they were pretty nasty. He lost about half his hit, well, half, 1,500 of his hit points, more than 1,500 from those shots. But he was there at the end of the game, right next door to the wrecks that had just been created. That was an ace tanker game for the Bassman from Hell in the Concept 5. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. He did an awful lot of spotting in this game. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. And the patrol duty for being the only one spotting whilst 6 enemy tanks whilst they were being damaged. And he also got a win rate of 4,636 out of that game as well. So that's very, very good. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to a DBV152 on the enemy team, possibly one of the ones who actually hit him. He got 5,909 hit points, with second place going to the DBV on our team, who got a Pascucci's medal in 4,555. And in third place, we got the Heshbon on our team with 4,147, with Bassman in fourth place with 4,117. So very close together, those two. When it came to kills, we can see top scorer was the Heshbon, 4 kills to him. 3 kills went to the DBV152, and again, that guy got the Pascucci's. 3 kills went to the Wizzy 113 GFT, and also to the TVP T5051. So yes, you didn't want to wander out in front of that guy, because he probably would have nailed you. And lastly, we've got the AMX50B on our team, managed to pick up 3 kills as well. Bassman picked up 2 kills. So yeah, it's not bad actually. That's third place. And is it third place? Yes, it is. And when it came to Base XP, we can see he was top with that one. 1,385 went to the Bassman, mostly down to the spotting. 920 went to the Heshbon. 901 went to the Batchat 155.58. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 11 rounds, got 10 direct hits on the enemy and 10 penetrations. So yes, he was exploiting that gun and his effect on that Leopard 1. 4,117 hit points of damage, of which 1,323 were at more than 300 meters. So most of it fairly close range. And that was the Leopard again, because he was getting just the other side of the ridgeline, but not showing where the Bassman was. He wasn't getting close enough, because if he did, the Bassman was going to put a shell in him, but he stayed just far enough forward that if the Bassman had gone forward to try and spot him, he would have been seen instead, and he would have been the victim. 2 hits received, both penetrations, yeah, both the DBV 152, yeah, pretty deadly gun, that one. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, 9,353 hit points of spotting assist in that game, and that's down to that 400-meter view range that the Concept 5 has. He was spotting very, very well for his team, and that's a huge total for this tier 10 tank. On a premium count, he actually made a profit of 65,942 credits, including a 30,000 mission completion bonus. He got 37 bonds to take away, 7 of that because he was tier 10, 30 for a mission achievement. And he also took away 8,311 experience points out of that one, including a mission reward of 4,156. So yes, a very good round there by the Bassman from Hell. He was alive at the start and he was alive at the end of the game, right next door to the Rex that he was chasing. And yes, he came out of it. He was careful. Sometimes in battles, you want to stay alive. You just got to be careful. Make sure you don't make any blunders. And he really didn't, except for those DBVs who were very well hidden. And of course, not a lot he could do about that. Those are big guns. And he did survive for most of the battle with no damage whatsoever. But it was those DBVs that eventually got the better of him. But they didn't kill him. So he was still alive at the end of the game. And he was still spotting at the end of the game. Because remember, that FB4005 on the enemy team, that guy was killed by Arty. And the only reason Arty could see him was because Bassman was the other side of the hill watching him. So there you go. It does pay to be alive at the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.